There are so many things to consider when looking for a house, but when you have kids, it can feel even more overwhelming and confusing. How do you know if you're making the right choice? Well, in today's video, I'll go over the top 4 things you should look for when buying a house with kids. Make sure to stick around until the end for what I consider to be the most important thing. Hey everyone, I'm Tamara Otchere, your family's trusted realtor, and I specialize in simplifying the real estate process for growing families in the GTA. All right, so the first thing you need to look for is a floor plan that works for your family. As you're touring houses, pay close attention to the layout and the flow and see if it will work for the way your family lives. Do you want all the bedrooms on the same floor and close to the master because you have small children? Or do you have teenagers that crave more space and privacy? Also note the size of the living spaces and try to visualize how each room would function for your family. While you can always change the layout of a house, it would require a major renovation and cost quite a bit of money. And let's be honest, it's a lot of work and a lot of stress. All right, the second thing you want to look for is the outdoor space. While the inside of the home is very important, it's also important to take a look at the outside. Don't overlook your kids' outdoor needs. Maybe you have young kids and a dog, so you'll want a larger backyard that's fenced in with mostly grass. However, if you have older kids, you may be ready to enjoy the benefits of more hardscaping and possibly a pool. Be honest with yourself and your family's needs. Don't go buying a house with a large lot and lots of gardens if you hate the maintenance that comes along with this. Of course, you can always hire this out to the professionals, but you'll obviously have to pay money for this and they don't always come cheap. Number 3 is the street. When looking at houses, don't forget to walk up and down the street as well. Is the home located on a busy street? Are there sidewalks? What are the conditions of the other houses on the street? These are all important questions to be asking yourself. Remember, you can always change the house, but you can't change its location or its surroundings. And number 4, the neighborhood. This is probably the most important thing to keep in mind as it's going to dictate your day-to-day life. Are there lots of amenities close by? Do you have to drive 15 minutes, to the closest shopping plaza just to get a coffee or pick up some groceries? Also, what schools serve that neighborhood? Chances are your kids are going to be going to this school, so you need to make sure that you're satisfied with the school. In Toronto, for example, you usually attend the school you are in the boundary for. While it is possible to request admission to a school that you are located outside the boundaries for, you are usually placed at the bottom of the priority list, and the schools tend to reach capacity before they even get down to the bottom of the list. So it's very important to do your research on the neighborhood and all the amenities and the schools that it has to offer your family. If you keep these points in mind the next time you're looking at houses, I promise you it will make your decision a whole lot easier. Also, be sure to check out my previous videos on how to buy a larger house and if you should buy first or sell first in case you missed them. You can also find all of my contact information below this video, so feel free to reach out.